people they've done this to. Tens of thousands in Western Australia. So there's my equipment. Well, it's Monday the 26th of August. I go to my car to go to work, and then this is what the government does. Well, there's my equipment. I'm cutting it off because I'm not paying a damn cent to Liberal and Labor for all their corruption. There's a million reasons why. This is over parking fees. Parking fees and fines. I won't pay parking fees and fines because the councils are corrupt as anything. The local government acts are only there to destroy homeowners' property rights and community rights. Now they want to make super councils, and now they want to throw everyone in jail and destroy everyone's lives for government-imposed economic fees and fines. I'm not paying them cent until we get rid of Liberal and Labor politicians. And there are a million reasons why I will not pay any economic cost to the government because of their corruption. I'm not even going to pay taxation anymore. I'm not paying any taxation until we get rid of Liberal and Labor politicians. So you think you can clamp my car and it's going to make me pay you? I'm not paying you damn cent, you evil pigs. Don't you understand? I've already started cutting it there and I'm going to cut it off. Yous are evil. Liberal and Labor politicians in Western Australia are evil. And they're not just doing this in Western Australia, they're doing this in New South Wales and Victoria. Throwing people in jail for government-imposed economic fees and fines. They want to try and jail me for economic reasons, political and economic reasons. Well, they're not going to succeed. You try and hurt me and you will end up in hell. I'm not paying a cent to the government to get rid of Liberal and Labor politicians because they're murderers. They've murdered tens of thousands of Australian-born people by creating all the homelessness and killing people by psychiatry and jailing all the poor people, driving people to suicide. Fuck you. I'm not paying a goddamn cent, nothing. You can go to hell. If you try and hurt me, you will end up in hell. Don't you get it, you stupid morons? Evil morons. You try and hurt me any further, you will end up in hell. And I'll fight for the rest of my life to have you jailed for all your corruption, all your greed and dishonesty and killing people in our nation. You're killing my brother, I'm not giving you a fucking cent. You're killing my brother with poisonous paliperidone and other shitty drugs. And you've killed thousands, tens of thousands over the past 50 years. I'm not paying a cent of anything, fees, fines. I'm not paying taxation anymore. You can go to hell until we get rid of Liberal and Labor politicians. That's it. I'm not paying for corruption on the basis of my moral values. I'm not paying for their evil. I'm not paying for their murder of our people. They don't have any respect for anyone. They will destroy people's lives, throw them in jail for money. Clamp people's cars for money. How do you expect me to get to work, you moron? I'm not paying a cent to any of you. You can go to hell. Hello. Well, if I get hurt, it'll be the government's fault, won't it? You evil pigs. Why don't you fuck off and leave me alone? Yous are murderers. You murder people and destroy their lives for money. Fucking criminals. The fact that I'm a woman and you're all men and fucking do it to women, you're cowards. You're fucking cowards. And you have hell to look forward to. Stupid assholes. You wouldn't have a clue about fucking leadership. All you're good at All you're good at is destroying people's lives. Australian-born people, your own people, you fucking evil pigs. Off, and then I'm going to hide it from you Nazis. Nazis. You know what? Nazis end up in hell. Colin Barnett, Michael Mission, and all the Labor politicians in Western Australia are fucking criminals. Including Mark McGowan, you're a criminal as well. Tony Abbott's an evil pig, so is Kevin Rudd. They're all evil, evil murderers. Fuck you. Off if it's the last thing I do. Oh, today's the forum for the Fremantle Federal Electorate, and I'm one of the 11 candidates. You know, nice work, do it on the day of the forum. Shows how evil you are. And Liberal put me last on their how to vote card, because they are the biggest criminals ever to walk the face of the earth. Because they don't like teachers, they hate teachers, and they hate smart women. That's how criminal and corrupt they are. Let's have a look at the trauma that Liberal, Labor and Greens politicians are putting me through at the moment. That are clamping my car. What I think of that. This is what I think of your clamp, Colin Barnett and Michael Mission and the other idiot in the Parliament, Mark McGowan. This is what I think of you. This is what I did, is I cut it off with this. Between 2008 and 2013, they jailed 5,017 people in Western Australia for government-imposed economic fees and fines, and they jailed a further 13,000 Western Australians for the same reason, on top of other so-called offences. So what are you trying to achieve by clamping people's cars? Because I'm not going to pay a cent, and you think that this is going to make me, pay you money for parking fees and fines, which I won't pay, and I haven't paid for nearly 18 months or 2 years, that I refuse to pay for nearly 2 years, because I don't want to give any. So they come around Monday and they clamp my car, and they come around Tuesday and rip the plates off. Do you actually think clamping my car is going to make me give you money? You must be the biggest morons on the face of this earth. I've studied and taught economics for nearly 2 decades. And this is not the way to get money out of people. So not only do you not understand the economy, you'll engage in brutality and cruelty for money. You'll jail people for money, you'll destroy their lives for money, you'll make them homeless for money. That's Liberal and Labor and Greens politicians for you. That's what, this is the face of Liberal politicians and Labor politicians and Green politicians in Western Australia, and they're jailing record levels of people for government-imposed economic fees and fines, not just Western Australia, New South Wales and Victoria. Well, you are going to go to hell for what you're doing to me. If you do not stay away from me, if the government does not stay away from my property and away from me, you are going to end up in hell if you continue to hurt me. And the fact that you're doing it to a woman makes you a gutless coward. doesn't it? So you think you can brutally treat me like this? You know, I'm a Christian teacher. I'm supposed to be a highly respected member of society. It proves you don't like teachers at all. You have no respect for teachers. Liberal, Labor politicians and Greens politicians hate teachers. And you know that I'm contesting the federal election. So you're deliberately doing it. You're deliberately engaging in brutality. You're deliberately threatening me. You're deliberately harassing me. And you're engaging in stealing, extortion, damage to private property, trespassing, bullying, threatening. Who wants to vote for you? Who wants to vote for Liberal and Labor and Greens? You know, you've got so much blood on your hands. In 10 years' time, it's going to be the other way around. I'll be fighting for you to be jailed for what you've done to the tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of Australian-born people and other patriotic Australians. You're just killing off all the vulnerable people. And then you think you can threaten me with this. I'm not going to give you any money. I'm not paying any economic fees and fines to the government, and I'm not paying any taxation either until we get rid of Liberal politicians, Labor politicians and Greens politicians, because yous are all corrupt. You're evil. All you care about is your own greed, your own selfishness, your own corruption and your own position. And you will destroy people's lives. You will destroy my life for having a strong political voice. Rather than allow me to pursue the vision for my life and be successful, you would destroy my life. You would rather make me homeless and or throw me in jail. Because that's the sort of person, that's the sort of people that Liberal politicians and Labor politicians are. So stay away from me. Stay away from my property and stay away from me. That's the government in Western Australia. I was born here. I don't have to take your crap. I'm not going to pay a cent. I'm not paying anything to the government ever again until we get rid of Liberal, Labor and the Greens. That's it. This is a political and economic objection I have. This has started from parking fees. Parking fees. So who started this? Who started it? It's the government. You impose parking fees, which I have a political and economic objection to, for about 1 million reasons. One of which is your corruption. And the corruption of councils. So let's not forget who started this. Let's not forget who's in the wrong, and it's the government. Let's not forget who you're sinning against me. And the God of the Bible, the God that I serve, is going to condemn you and punish you. So the more you try to engage in cruelty and brutality against me and try and destroy my life, the harder I will fight, the harder I will fight for justice. And at the end of the day, you're going to fall on your sword and you're making it worse for yourself, because the God of the Bible is going to condemn you and punish you for what you're doing to me. Because you're engaging in evil against me. The only thing that matters, the only law that matters is the law of the Bible. Your political made laws mean nothing. Absolutely nothing. The law that matters, the only law that matters, is the law of the New Testament. That is the judgment standard that you're going to be judged for the way you're treating me. And under the law of the New Testament, you are condemned. Because you're engaging in brutality and cruelty against me. And you're deliberately doing it, because you know I'm contesting the federal election. So yous are evil. And you are going to go to hell. So stay away from me. Stay away from me and stay away from my property.